Hi everyone, welcome to my latest podcast. The mortgage market again is unpredictable. We've seen products being withdrawn and replaced by higher rates. Word on the street is we could be looking at a base rate of around 5.25% by the end of the year. Is this again scaremongering? If only we had that crystal ball. Will homeowners stay put and upgrade their existing properties? If this is the case, where do customers look to raise additional funds to make those necessary home improvements? Buy-to-let landlords, will the professional ones stay in the market and upgrade their properties to the EPC requirements, with the amateur landlords selling and going out the market? Lots of unanswered questions. Today, I have with me Simon Craddock, Corporate Relationship Manager at Nationwide. We're going to look at their green additional borrowing range, which has recently been launched and may be the answer to some of these questions. Simon, thanks for joining me.
No problem at all, Anita.
My first question, Simon, what's the rationale behind these products?
Residential properties are one of the biggest causes of emissions throughout the UK. And a key barrier to people retrofitting and improving their properties is the upfront costs. What we thought we'd do is issue a pilot. We're launching this to 5,000 of our society mortgage holders, so we can test and understand whether lending at 0% will actually encourage members to improve their property, from a green perspective. So, we're looking to launch these to just to see whether people will use a 0% lending to help improve their properties.
So at the moment then, Simon, it's only available to existing customers. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's additional borrowing at 0% for existing members. So they have to have a Nationwide main advance with us. But yes, they can. There's additional borrowing available at 0%.
So are there any restrictions on what they can borrow for, Simon?
Well, the product itself, it's you've got two options. There's a 2-year and a 5-year option, and the interest rate is obviously 0 for those periods. If they take the term over a longer period, then obviously they will revert to a standard variable rate. But there may be some people out there looking to make a small amount of borrowing to do some specific home improvements relating to green, that may want those over a 2 or 5-year period. So we could probably accommodate that. Certainly a 5-year fixed. The loan size is very. You can borrow between £5,000 and £15,000, up to 90% loan to value on the property. So if you took a £15,000 loan over a 5-year and you just on a 5-year fix and you just did it over a 5-year period, then obviously when that finishes there's no additional interest to pay. In terms of the restrictions, yet all of the money has to be used for a green initiative. So things like solar panels, air source heat pumps, updating or upgrading your windows, cavity wall insulation, loft insulation, even electric car charge points. Anything that's going to help green the property, then it can be used. There is you are able to, if you're unsure of a request, then you can ask us if they can borrow for a certain reason. So yes, there are some restrictions because it all has to be green borrowing. But yeah, it's an interesting proposition.
Yeah, it is. So look, just staying on that point at the moment, Simon. If they want to put the app in, do they have to have receipts? Do you actually have to justify to you what the money is being used for? A receipt, a valuation, or whatever.
We may ask for receipts, and we do reserve the right to check that the works recommended have been completed. But no, I mean, I would certainly recommend that they get quotes to make sure that the borrowing will cover the work that they need to be done on a green basis.
Brilliant. So this is available for our advisors, is it? Is it through the intermediary?
Absolutely, yeah. All of our further advanced products are available via intermediaries, and you just apply via our normal NFI Online system. So yeah, it's available to for brokers to do.
You're sort of like the first lender that sort of like stepped in and come out with a new product as such. Do you think this is going to open the door to other lenders coming into the market? Do you think, you know, as you've come out in the open, others will follow you?
There are other lenders doing additional borrowing in the for green purposes, but we are the first one to come out with a 0%, and I think only time will tell whether it's going to make a difference. You know, 0%. You know, there's a lot to be done within the green market, not just from a lender's perspective, but you know, there's government, and the government need to help out, and there needs to be more from government to help push the green agenda, and more education as well. But yeah, we're the first to come out with a 0%. There is more that needs to be done, but you know, this is just a small start to see whether having a 0% makes a difference, because you know, it'd be interesting to see, you know, where there's a large take up or not.
Yeah. So on this actual product, are there any other additional charges to the loan?
No.
So basically, they just apply for it the normal way. If it's 15,000,
yeah,
they get the 15,000.
Yeah, apply a normal way, and then there'll be yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Just sort of like staying on the green agenda, you know, there's a lot of talk at the moment with regard to the dates being moved back from 2025. I've recently heard maybe it's going to be moved back as far as 2028. Have you guys any view on that, Simon?
No, I mean, we're still, you know, waiting on any formal announcement in terms of how you're talking about the buy-to-let dates.
Yes,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we haven't had any formal notification. I mean, we're obviously working to the dates that have previously been announced, but no, there's I mean, the green agenda, you know, it's a challenging one, especially, and landlords, you know, there's a challenge for them as well. I mean, we do have green further advanced products available via TMW. They are lower than our standard further advanced rates, but they're not zero. The 0% is purely for nationwide members. Yeah, but there are products available from for TMW to help those landlords that want to retrofit their properties to make them greener, and get them into, you know, category C banding where applicable.
So just going back on the point you raised earlier, it's for existing customers only. Do you think, you know, obviously you've got to sort of like make sure everything's in place with regards to your systems, etc. Can you see you opening it up to the whole of the market as such, or is it going to, do you think, just stay with your existing customers?
Well, this is a 0% for existing customers, just testing whether people will use 0% to help improve their properties. We're obviously looking at other options for new borrowers. So currently we have what we call green rewards for people buying a high EPC rated B and A EPC rated properties, where they get a cashback of either 500 or 250, depending on how their properties categorized. So but that's, you know, that's just a blunt tool. That's not, it's there for those that are buying new properties. There's more that needs to be done for people remortgaging, and other initiatives, and we're currently, looking at what options are available to us at the moment. But as you say, that there are systems and legacy issues that also need to be taken into consideration. But it is something that we are looking at, and we are looking at the green agenda in its entirety, to see what we can do. We've recently launched our home energy efficiency tool as well, to help people identify where they can improve their property from a green perspective. And within our green hub on the website, there's a broker's handbook that's available. It's the Green Finance Institute's practical guide to green retrofit products. So there's information available to brokers on our website that they can download and have a read through. So in answer to your question, that this product will not be available to new borrowers to Nationwide, but we are looking at alternative options.
Brilliant. So everything the guys need is sitting on your website, which we'll give the link at the end of the podcast for our members.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great. So I suppose in summary, I think you all agree we needed a lender to enter the market with an innovative product, and I think Nationwide fit the bill here. And let's hope others follow. So if you have any questions, please either drop me an email or give me a call, or obviously contact Nationwide direct. Thanks for listening, and look out for my next podcast. I've just forgotten something, Phoebe. The one thing I've forgotten is to thank Simon. So could I record that, and can you put it in for me?
Yeah, that's fine. We're still recording. I'm just going to mute now.
Thanks for joining me, Simon. Really appreciate your overview.
No problem at all, Anita. Happy to be here.
Okay, then Phoebe, then if you can just do my summary at the end, please, love.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to record that, I'm just going to mute.
I think you'll agree we needed a lender to enter the market with an innovative product. Nationwide had fit the bill. Let's hope others follow. Then if you just put my bit on about Simon, Phoebe.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. I've got it all recorded now. Do you want me to stop recording?
Yeah, please. And then we can
Okay,
top and tail it before we send it over to Simon.